Hello and welcome to a new series of Victoria 2. In the last series we of course played as Ireland, so in this one I think I'm going to do something quite different. As you already know from the title of this video, I decided to play as Persia. So obviously this is an uncivilized nation as opposed to Ireland, which starts as civilized. And also it's quite different in that we have a lot of actual borders with people, which we don't as Ireland. We're kind of safe on our little island, so we don't have to really get involved in any wars that we don't want to, which might not be the case here. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So obviously we have no industry because we are an uncivilized nation and we can't build anything. So let's get, first of all, our taxes right up. I'm sure we have very low administrative efficiency, so that's fine. We can reduce probably our military spending a bit. Let's see if we can put education up to max and increase that a little bit. We have a fairly reasonably sized army, it looks like, which is good if we want to get in a war early, which, spoiler alert, we do. We have the Shahist faction in power, conservatives, which is fine. They're pro-military, which is okay for this point in the game, and they have interventionism, which means we won't be able to build factories with them in power, so we'll have to switch to the nationalist faction, I suppose, if we want to build factories. We are at 40% westernization to start off with. We have a couple of these reforms passed. I think that's only those two. So land reform, which gives us mining and farming efficiency, and foreign weapons, which this is my boomstick, gives us extra research points when conquering. This is how you mostly get research points as an uncivilized nation, if you're not familiar with how it works. You get research points by conquering and also by the usual research point gain, and you spend them to pass some of these reforms, each of which increases your progress towards westernization, and then you can westernize. We also have actually financial reform here, which is increased tax efficiency, which is pretty good. We'll probably get another of these research point boosting ones first, I'd imagine. We do have a unique decision here, establish the Dar el Funum, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong, which we can do when our literacy is above 10%, and that will give us a bunch of research points, consciousness, and give us 20% extra research points until the end of the game, so that's good. We could also release Azerbaijan, which we're not going to. Okay. Obviously we are ranked 72, not particularly good, but hopefully that will increase soon enough. We have no ships, and we have 21 out of 22 possible brigades, so maybe we'll build one more. Alright then, so I guess we should decide as well who we want to go to war with first. We border Khiva up here. Let's see, could conquest them. Costs us 22 infamy, possibly, or Afghanistan, who hopefully we can also conquest. We could. I think they're bigger, so maybe that would be better. Do they have good populations too? Some pretty good ones. Especially in their capital. Better than here? Yeah, okay. Kalatz looks kind of smaller, so maybe... yeah, no need to conquest them just yet. Makran down here, also pretty small. We are obviously right up against Russia here, which is something we should definitely be aware of. Also the Ottomans, who are a world power at this point. I'm pretty sure, yes. Also, we are close to Britain's sphere of influence in India, which is something else we should be aware of too. I'm not sure how many of these nations they control these ones. Yeah. They don't have Sindh. They don't have Punjab, okay. So I'm not sure how likely it is that we'll be able to conquer or sphere these nations ourselves. Probably not sphere them, but conquer these nations before they get into Britain's sphere, but we can try. We might want to expand southwards into the Arabian Peninsula. That might be a good place to get some oil later on. Should check out what orgios we have, because I have no idea. We have opium, which is interesting. Decent amount of cotton over here. Anything else that we should be aware of? There's some coal up in the north here. That's nice. That will help us when we want to go and industrialize. And if we were to take Afghanistan, what would we get from them? Nothing especially interesting. Some more lumber. Okay. We don't have any cores or claims outside of our land. Let's see here. What else do we want to look at? We have a couple of uncolonized provinces to our north, which is also something we should be aware of. I don't know what our chances are of colonizing them before Russia, but we'll find out, I suppose. Not sure if there's anything else we need to pay attention to here. Okay, we'll set our national focus, of which we have one. I suppose we'll set it in our most populous province and use it to encourage clergymen, because we want to get our literacy started as soon as possible. And I think we should probably, day one, start justifying a war against Afghanistan for conquest. And let's unpause. We'll go to speed 3 for the moment. Let's maybe start moving our armies into position. So you go down there and you go where you're going, that's fine. Oh, Afghanistan has declared war on Bukhara. So they have a core up there, or a claim, probably actually a core. Okay, so they might be a little bigger by the time we get to go to war with them, but that's fine. Actually good for us, probably. We are sort of losing a little money here. Maybe we'll reduce admin spending and education down a little bit. Abu Dhabi has allied with Oman, okay. Let's make sure we have some of these countries set as interesting. Oh, they are, okay. I guess that carries over between games, maybe? Are they set as interesting? They're not, okay. Now I'm doing it, there we go. We want to know what the major powers are getting up to. And especially Russia, of course. Already set as interesting. The Ottomans probably also, yep. Okay. So this is going to take another 179 days. We have not been discovered yet. We might want to consider alliances. Not sure with whom though. Maybe Punjab at first, and then turn on them later. We can probably afford to go to speed 4, because nothing too much is happening. Okay, well that's bad. Our CV generation speed is decreased. And our income is sort of wildly fluctuating here. Let's drop down education just a little bit more. Still losing some money, but that's alright. We'll give it a little while to stabilize. Prussia allied with Mecklenburg. Okay, everyone getting allies except us. Is Afghanistan possibly mobilizing troops there? No, they're not mobilized, they're just building. Okay, we still haven't been discovered in our war justification, which is excellent if we don't get discovered. That's extremely nice. Okay, so Afghanistan won their war, I guess. Okay, only 4.7 infantry, that's pretty nice. Our armies are suffering attrition here, which is bad. Let's split off a couple of these. Maybe send them up here. Get a couple of you. Send you back over here. Okay, CB generation decreased, doesn't really matter at this point. Alliance offer from Kokand. Okay. I'm going to ally them for the moment. That seems fine. They're pretty distant from us, so they're not immediately in line for conquest. We can always backstab them later, of course. And we've gained the conquest CB on Afghanistan, so they have no allies, which is good. Let's maybe just check out their military power. They have 20 brigades. And Army Tech 0, as do we, I presume. We have 21 brigades. We actually have Army Tech 1. And imported weapons give us 10% something. We have flintlock rifles, okay. Fair enough. That should mean we actually have infantry, and if they don't have that tech, or any tech, then they would have... whatever the other unit is called, I forget, irregulars, which is significantly worse, so that's good for us. I think we should be fine in just declaring war on them then. Will our ally come in? They're likely, okay, so that'll help out. I'll just go ahead and do it. We'll get our stockpile spending up. I suppose we do have that decreased, though we don't have any ships, so that actually does nothing, so no real need to worry about it. Let's get this army in here, and do any of these have cavalry? No. In fact, you head up to there then, and you have a cavalry, so you can head in there. And maybe we'll send half of this in to help. Okay, Kokand has come in. They only have a very small army there, which is unfortunate, but at least maybe they'll distract the enemy. We have a newspaper, so let's check this out. The news of the world. War between Persia and Afghanistan, yes. We know, we started it. France allied with Russia. Okay, we are suffering a little undue attrition here. Take a couple of these out and... Ooh, not all of you. Head back here. Okay. Just keep an eye on this army. They are heading in... Okay, I'll just leave the whole army here suffering its attrition for the moment. Let's go down to speed 3 while we're fighting this war. Kokand allied with Khiva. Okay. Good to know. I wonder, should I just try and take a battle with them immediately? This is all infantry, of course. I have no leader here. Do we have any leaders? We do not, okay. Can we get any? No. 20 leadership, okay, so hopefully we'll get one soon, and then maybe after that happens we'll look at starting a battle. Maybe after this occupation finishes. Are sort of gaining money. Seems a little unstable. Netherlands and Belgium. Okay, so unlucky for Belgium, unless they got an ally. Oh, they did get the UK, okay. Where is this? Yeah, UK is in on Belgium's side, so actually a pretty good chance they can fight off the Netherlands there. If the UK is any good at helping them out, of course. Our literacy is pretty low. Not unsurprisingly, I suppose. Against Kokand by Russia was detected. Okay, so looks like they're gonna lose some land to Russia. Not much they can do about that, and seems like Afghanistan is indeed attacking up into Kokand there, which is good. If they don't pay attention to me, all the better. Okay. So we did apparently get a leader. Where did he go? There he is. It costs us prestige to reassign leaders during a war, but that's okay. We actually have 0 prestige, so maybe it doesn't cost us anything. So we'll go in with these 13, hopefully us having a leader and them having, I assume, a worse unit type will put this battle in our favor. We'll get our men ready to reinforce anyway. They'll arrive on the 2nd. They won't get out until the 4th, so we are going to catch them. We took a crossing and their leader balances out ours, but oh, it does seem to be going badly for us. Ooh. Let's get reinforcements in quickly if we can. I don't think we can, but we can try. Oh, we actually won it, okay. I'm pretty sure they probably retreated from that one. That's fine, we'll get this army back into our territory where they will hopefully reinforce somewhat, even though the brigades are not supported. Or at least not fully supported. And he is trying to come in here on my depleted army, so let's get one of these in here, maybe scare him off, okay. you can get back. You come... Just stay where you are, I suppose. If we can keep his armies out of our land, all the better. By just, like, physically blocking his path, by keeping armies in any province that he could use to get there. This might be a somewhat more difficult war than I was planning on. We are currently at 6%, and we're going to have to get basically full occupation. Hopefully he's losing a lot of men to attrition up here in Kokand. Alright, so we won that. He's headed over there. Let's see if we can stop him doing that. We can. We'll advance an army there to block his path. Now, where's he headed? Kabul, okay. That's fine. Once he leaves there, which will be on the 27th. Russian Empire declared war on Kokand. Oh, well, I certainly don't want to be in a war against Russia. I don't think this will kick them out of our current war, so I think I'll just decline this. They do stay in this war, right? Yeah, they can't get out now. Good. Okay, let's advance this 10 stack up into the mountains here. Where are you headed? Back up there to Kokand. Okay, that's fine. If they want to stay distracted up there, that is great. We'll continue occupying their stuff. But we are just about out of time for this first episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider clicking the like button. It really helps out with search rankings and that kind of thing, especially on the first video in a series as this one is. And either way, join me again next time to hopefully see the successful conclusion of this war.